Hello guys, please stop doing extra hours in your place of work, which is overtime. Some of you, instead of you to do the 8 hours that is written in your contract, you will do 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day. So I'll be telling you one of the disadvantage of doing overtime, extra hours in your place of work. So if you have any friend that loves to do extra hours, please share this video to that person. And please, if you have not been following me, click on the follow button or on the subscribe button. As the subscribers and followers grow, I will also be encouraged to do more videos like this. Now, some people will say, if you do extra hour, you will pay more tax to the government. Yes, it is true, but I will explain the way it actually works. Although we also have an advantage for doing extra hour, which I will also explain in this particular video. First of all, I told you that we have 3 levels of tax here in Italy. So the more money you make, the more tax that you pay. And I told you that we have the 23%, we have the 35%, and we have the 43%. So the government now said any money that you made from January to December in your place of work, if you put it together and it is no more than 28,000, government, they are going to take a tax of about 23% from that money. They will take it from that money. So if the money that you receive from January to December, whether it is 1 job that you did or it is 2 jobs or 3 jobs that you did together, if the money is more than 28,000, government is going to take 35% from that money. So if the money is more than 50,000, government is going to take 45% from that money. So that is the 3 level of tax. So let's say, for instance, you are working and your contract is 8 hours. You did your normal hour and you did extra hour. Let's say the normal hours that you did from January to December, if they put it together, your salary was 27,000 euros. Meaning they are going to use 23%. Government is going to take 23% from it because it did not pass 28,000. But if they now put together all the extra hours that you did, maybe the extra hour put together, everything now amounted to about 2,000 euro. So if you put that 2,000 euro plus is 27,000, meaning you have made 29,000 euro, and which will now make you exceed the 28,000 of the first level of tax here in Italy. So instead of government to take 23% from your salary, they will now take 35% from your salary. So that is why people will tell you don't do extra hour, because if you do extra hour, it gives you more possibility to exceed the first threshold of taxation here in Italy. Then I told you that it is good for you to also do extra hour at times if you are sure that the money that you are going to make will not exceed 28,000. Then it is good, because the tax you pay for extra hour or the one you pay for normal hour is the same. The only difference is that if you now add everything together and it now exceed 28,000, that is when the tax level will now change to about 35%. So that's why people will tell you don't do extra hour, because you pay more tax. You only pay tax if they put everything together and it is more than 28,000. So if you are working in a place, maybe you are doing 6 hours, 5 hours, and you don't do much hours, and you do extra time, I don't think people like you will have problem, because maybe your money might not exceed 28,000. But if you are working in a place, you have 8 hours contract and you are also doing a extra hour again, there's high possibility that you might pass 28,000 and the government will not take a bigger tax from you. But hold on, don't rush. Let me also tell you the way they take this 35%, so you not just listen to half of the video and just go like that. Now that you have worked 29,000 euro for that particular year, so what your company will do is that, first of all, they will separate the money. They will remove the first 28,000. They will remove it. They take 23% and pay to the government. So your money will remain 1,000 extra that you used to pass 28. So that 1,000 extra, it is from there they will not take 35%. It's not as if they'll just take 35% from the 29,000. No, they will take 23% first from the 28,000. The remaining one, it could be 1,000, it could be 2,000, it could be 3,000, it could be 5,000 that is remaining. It is from there they will now start taking 35% like that. So that's one of the disadvantages. So the advantage in it is that it makes you make more money as well, despite the fact that if you exceed 28,000, the government will take 35%, but you will also make more money. For instance, you did you worked and the money that you made is like about 30,000. Let's use 30,000 now for example, and government removes 28,000 first, you pay 23%. Then the remaining 2,000 extra, let's say they remove 35%. So percent of 2,000 euro is about 700 euro, meaning in that 2,000 euro extra, government will take 700 and give you 1,003. So mean that they don't do extra time. Maybe my salary is just 28,000 and you did extra time, your salary is 30,000. So that's why the fact that government will take 23% for me and still take 23% for you, but you will also make extra 1,003. So that's another advantage you have. So those of you that normally say I don't do extra hour, I don't do extra hour, this is just one of the consequences of doing extra hour, because it may make your salary exceed 28,000 and you now start paying higher tax. So if you know you have the strength to do extra hour, fine, but you should also try and consider your health as well, because the more hours you do, you know this body you're using to do the work. And so if you are strong to do more hours, you can continue. But I just felt I should come and let you know some of the consequences, that the more hours you do, immediately exceed 28,000, you start paying a tax of about 35%. And please don't forget, please, to use tap send that everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria. If you put my promo code HeroesTV, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. You can get tap send from Apple Store or from Play Store. Or if you have any problem using tap send, you can write it in the comment section and I will contact you. Thank you and God bless you.